Okay, we're back in the dojo again. This is day 4, keeping it consistent. Let me just take a sip. So that was my protein shake, chocolate protein shake after my workout. I hit a really nice chest and tricep workout this evening, and I'm back in the dojo again. It's like 10:15 in the night. I made a promise to myself. I can't end my night without filming and uploading it on YouTube. So here we are, day 4. Let's get going. And then today, I had a really nice day today. I really felt like, I was able to express myself freely, and I start to give, less crap about what other people think about me. And that turned out great because I feel more liberated out of my own mind. My mind was like a prison in a sense. And I feel very good right now to be able to say whatever I want. And if people don't like me in a way, it's okay. Like I can accept being disliked. That's a big thing, being disliked. I was so afraid of being disliked, but now I'm like, if people dislike me, it is what it is. There's billions of people in the world. Why would I care? So here we are. Today I'm gonna talk about perfection. There's just like a topic that I just came up like a couple of minutes ago. Perfection. So what perfection means to me. You know, Growing up, perfection meant everything. Like I had to be perfect. I always felt like a burden of being like an example, being nice and perfect and flawless. And I was so afraid of showing parts of me that had flaws in it, you know? So, for example, I used to do a lot of like, I did a couple vlogging attempts. I, vlogged like 7 videos, 8 videos, edited it, and upload it on YouTube and see how people are reacting. And I've had like 2, 3 other attempts as well. And each time, I was into editing. I was learning how to edit and stuff. And I was trying my best to make it super perfect, like professional quality. And there is no way, like I'm just starting things out. There is no way I can achieve that amount of quality, but I wanted to make it, good looking, aesthetic, more like, fast tempo, like all these different things that I was thinking about to make it perfect. And in every other life as well, parts of my life as in every other parts of my life as well. For example, you know, when I try to do something, I always have like basically a structured kind of like a simulation in my head where the best case scenario goes like this. So, for example, like talking to girls, I just simulate everything in my head and just think about all the best case scenario, like how I should be talking, how I should like what things to say, what kind of things to point out and stuff, like all these different random thoughts. And I was trying super hard to be perfect, like a perfect friend or a perfect kind of like a boyfriend, a perfect son, basically. And what that made me feel like is I felt like I was binded into what other people were thinking. Like each time I try to film a video, I wanted to make it so perfect because I felt anxious of what people might see, and seeing me like stutter or like seeing me, just run out of words. I just felt like that's not something I can show to other people. But now, like, look at me, man. Like, I'm just filming casually in front of the camera, talking about things that I want to talk about. And I don't feel like I let go of myself. I let go of that perfectionist self inside of me. and not completely. Like I still feel like I still get that feeling back, like that anxiety of being perfect. Oh, I need to be more perfect. You know, my gym pics that I take. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna look like, you gotta have that perfect abs and that shape and nice lighting and good background and all that stuff. Like there's so much crap to think about. Now you just let that go. It's way easy to navigate life. So that's one practice that I am, putting in an effort to focus and become more intentional about. So perfectionist. I always felt like I'm a perfectionist. Everything I do, I wanted to do it good. I wanted to do it perfectly. But, I've been living in for 18 years my life, and at this moment, like at this point now I start to realize it's okay to be imperfect. You know, don't cover yourself up with all these glitters to show your just show who you actually are. That's more attractive and that's more brilliant. So that's one big, that's a big lesson that I've learned throughout my course of my life. Being in Boy Scouts, I wanted to be an exemplar, like a good scout that others can rely. Everybody around me says I am easy to rely on. I am very dependable, trustworthy. I'm very like loyal and a good person. But that's just me covering up, you know, these hidden side of me and making myself portraying myself like a good person, trying to be perfect in front of others. Is that a good thing? Maybe it is. It's a way to go through life. But when you question yourself, you want to be afraid of what other people think throughout the rest of your life, or you just want to, give care less about it and just move on to things that you actually want to do. And so it's a good thing to really think about that and really question yourself what you want in life. You want freedom, you want success, you want people loving you. How do you get that? You have to be yourself. You can't be fake around others. Being perfect, nobody's perfect. You have flaws. And you have to accept that. And once you accept it, you start feeling okay to show parts that you don't want others to see. You start to feel, comfortable showing who you actually are. And that's the way in life that I want to live. And it takes practice. Of course, it takes practice. Throughout my day, there were times where I felt less present. I felt more like you know, I was being a little bit fake. I wasn't being fully present, fully who I am. I bring like a different personality, like try to act cool and stuff. That's all performance. Performance is never a good thing. I don't want to perform throughout my rest of my life. Why am I trying so hard to put a good image on myself? Why do I care so much? I don't have to care so much about what other people think. Don't be perfect. Just be okay with your imperfect self. Nobody ain't perfect. Nobody's, at the get go, have everything figured out. Everybody has their own insecurities, their own traumas that they want to get out of. And once you understand that, once you understand that everybody has their own shit that they have to go through, you just feel, you just feel like you want to focus on more positive things. Just appreciate the fact that, you're being able to live. And yeah, so that's kind of like the core message of what I want to, promote, advocate for through my branding. I want to make a clothing brand, man. I just want to make a clothing brand that promotes this core message and ideas. And this is like the foundation of speaking out loud about what I believe in, what makes me who I am. So, if you really support, please give a subscribe and a like. That will really help me. Anyways, I'm gonna keep doing this as a habit, as a routine. So, I'm excited for another day to come. It's late night, so I'm going to bed. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.